Hey everyone, welcome back to Art a la carte, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to draw a rose. Roses can be as easy or as detailed as you want to make them. I'm just going to simply put a lopsided heart shape, just like so. The one little bump is a little bit bigger than the other bump. Then I'm going to go ahead and draw in kind of like a question mark and bring that down to a point. Just like so, and then I'm going to wrap this one around and tuck it in underneath. Then I'm going to take a line and I'm going to come down just a little bit. This is a petal that's kind of folded over, so I'm going to kind of find the back ends of those petals. And then I'm going to wrap another petal around and just kind of follow that line through. And the same thing over here, I'm going to wrap this petal around. And you'll notice as I'm drawing it, I'm not making it just one smooth line. I'm kind of giving a little bit of a wave to it. Makes it look a little bit more organic. From here on in, you just want to add as many petals as you want to your rose. Just kind of making them variant, some a little bit bigger, some a little bit smaller, and just curling in underneath each other. Once you have the desired amount of petals, then you can go ahead and begin adding in some color to your rose and some shading. So I'm going to use this color here, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply some color. And remember, when you add something with darker color, it's going to push things back, and a lighter color is going to pull things forward. So I'm going to add some darker color here because I want to put this part of the rose, push it back, and I'm going to add some really dark color right in here. When I begin to put the color onto these petals here, I'm going to push really lightly, and that's going to pop them out just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply that color here. I'm going to start off with just the same light pressure on this petal. But I want to make some different, I want to push this back behind here. So I'm going to add a little bit of shadowing right here, and I'm going to draw that shadowing in, and then I'll really scrub that color in there. I put just a little bit of color right in here. And I'm going to do the same thing over here to this one. And to make this part pop out, I'm going to again add just a little bit of shading. I want some of this lighter color to come back here to put a difference between this back petal and this petal. So I'm not going to make this part dark. I'll make a little wedge in there, dark like that. And I'm going to continue this process through all the remaining petals. So there I have all my shading in. If it looks too harsh to you, then you can begin to blend that out. And what you're simply going to do is you're going to take and move your pencil along that crisp line and just ease up on the pressure as you go, and you're going to create a gradient. And you'll see I'm making little tiny circle motions instead of back and forth lines, and that kind of helps to so that you don't have that textured line going in a direction. The more time you spend with this, the better your gradient is going to look on your flower. Once you have your gradients all blended out the way you like them, go ahead and take a darker color, like I'm using a black here, but you could use a purple or a blue as well, and go in and place that in for where you want the darkest darks. You don't want to add a lot of this to your drawing, just a little bit. So I'm going to put a lot in the center there because I really want this to appear hollow inside. And then just where I want the darkest shadows to be, I'm going to add just a bit more. So remember, if you take a lot of time to smooth out your colors and really practice your gradients and keep your values, your lights and darks, really use those. Don't try to make your rose all the same shade or color or density of color. Really get some really good whites and then get some really good darks. That's really going to add a little bit of dimension to your picture. The more time you spend on it, the better it's going to get. So I hope that you are encouraged by this drawing and go out and draw your own roses. If you do, make sure to post a picture of it on my Facebook page or Instagram, and I'll put the links in the description box below. If you're interested in seeing a video on how to draw the leaves and stem of a rose, I'll put a link to that video right here. Thanks again, you guys, for watching these videos and for subscribing. And until next time, God bless you guys. Bye-bye.